Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Whilton Mill International Kart Circuit for round number 2 of the Fast Start Whilton Mill Kart Club. It's slightly overcast here today, which could produce some interesting racing. My name is John Ratcliff. Alongside me in the commentary box for round number 2, it's Jack Oliphant.
I'm back, yes, I'm delighted to be
back.
back. It's going to be really fun. It's dark, it's cold, it's a bit damp.
It is.
It's a perfect weekend for motorsport, really, isn't it?
Yes.
It's typical early British motorsport weather.
Indeed. It was lovely going to sleep last night with the pitter-patter on the roof
Yes.
of the rain, but getting up this morning, not quite as nice. And the drivers, well, I mean, I was going to say, some probably thinking the same as me, but others may be thinking, yes, I love the wet.
I was going to say, my brother always used to love the wet. He actually relished the opportunity, and amazingly, we never had that many wet races, would you believe it, in England, which I can't believe. But today it's definitely damp for the morning, slightly new race format than what we had last season, slightly new to me, obviously not new to you because you were here at round number 1. But a lot of the drivers were really excited. Practice is all out the way, time qualifying all out the way, let's get racing.
Enjoy, yes, let's do it. Right, shall we move on into the paddock?
I think we should.
Cool. I was
Yes.
going to say, you were saying about unusual that there weren't many wet rounds for your brother. I don't actually remember the last time at Whilton Mill Kart Club being a properly wet round. Maybe a little bit of drizzle here and there, but not properly wet like it is this morning.
I think, yeah, to be honest, I'm absolutely on board with what you're saying because we even were here in November. That was the last time I was here, and even that was sort of, it was cold. It was maybe a little bit frost in the air and stuff like that, but it wasn't really wet. Yet there's actual physical puddles that we can see on the tarmac out there.
Yeah, there's lots of standing water, even here in the paddock on the freshly paved tarmac.
It's looking
here at Whilton
beautiful,
Mill.
isn't it?
We mentioned it around number 1, of course, new for 2023. They've done the whole paddock. It looks absolutely fantastic. No more rocks going around, spraying up and hitting people's cars. That was never ideal.
No, it was always
especially when you see some nice cars here, Ferraris and things like that. We don't need that. And also, it's all been done with electrical hookups, moving us into the 21st century.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to having a little bit of a tour of it. As I said, it's a lot nicer. I actually, when we started coming here to commentate, I started thinking about what shoes I had to wear because I didn't want them to get mucky, but now no longer do I need to fear.
No longer. Beautiful paddock, and it brings it sort of up to standard with all the top-level karting circuits in the UK.
Which is exactly where it should be.
The track is very much up there anyway, and now the whole place is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just got some people shouting it out behind us.
Jamie Rogers just being a menace as usual. Absolute menace.
Yeah, I remember interviewing him at the WM plate actually at the end of last year, and yeah, he was very forward in the interview, shall we say. He was keen on getting his name out.
No, and he did win that.
He did.
In the end.
Yeah.
So fair play. You can be forward if you're going to win it.
Exactly. You got to back it up, haven't you? Now, as you can see, we are walking down the paddock. Now it's the scrutineering on our left, your right, as you're looking for it, and this is where sort of magic happens in terms of the rulings and where the wizards in play, this sort of scrutineering bays and everything like that, actually dictate whether the engines are going to be legal or not and everything. And after you win, you got to weigh, you got to get measured up, you got to make sure you're doing it properly.
And you've got to make sure you haven't got a drop nose cone as well.
Oh, that is the important thing.
That's a big one. Nose cone watch is a staple of the Whilton Mill Kart Club.
Which we love to put a camera on, don't we, as well, because it's very dramatic. At the end of the race,
of course,
you might see him driving into Park Ferme, and I think, why are they just stopping there before they drive on? It's because of the nose cone watch, ladies and gentlemen.
The nose cone watch.
Exactly.
Now, there's lots of busy tents. I'm just trying to see if there's any drivers. You can see a couple of drivers sat down there. It's where we decide to jump in. Who we decide are our victims this morning for round 2.
Well, we're sort of coming up to the Birrell Arts sort of area, but I'm waiting for an open door, to be honest.
There's not going to be one. It's so wet this morning, I don't think there is ever going to be.
Let's have a look. Shall we poke our head into the jack decks? Well, they got sliding doors over there.
That is fancy.
I want to try the sliding doors. We'll try that in a minute.
Right,
let's go into Jack Decks Racing.
Anyone in there?
If there's anybody in there.
Anyone in there? No?
There's a lot of very focused mechanics.
Oh, okay, we don't want to annoy them.
Yeah, they look
we don't
want
to annoy them.
Are
you going to try the sliding door?
I will try the sliding door.
The fancy sliding door. After you, Josh.
They got to look up to the part of the new paddock, haven't they? They got to look professional.
Look at that.
I'm not going to knock. I'm just going to barge in.
Oh, there's drivers in there as well. Go on.
Is there any drivers that would like to have a chat with us?
You're going to have to steal someone.
I'm going to poke my head through one more. But it is a very fancy looking...
They're all running to the back, mate.
They're all running in the back through the other sliding doors now. Do you want to come and have a chat? Hey, we've got a bite. There we go. Fantastic, mate. Where's your cart? Is this one? Should we go and have a look at yours then? With all the drills and everything going in the background. First of all, tell us your name and what series you're racing. Fantastic. Now this is your car. Obviously, mechanic hard at work, I'm sure. How was practice yesterday for you?
We was decently fast, and of course, because I'm little, it's hard to get the tyres warm. But we're getting somewhere. We're getting there.
Yeah, and qualifying then, because obviously that's slightly new for this year and everything. We don't have grid orders and everything. How was the pressure of that one?
It was alright. It was quite awkward because no one's really used to doing qualifying. So they've all gone out, and it's just really scrappy. But I'm sure by the end of the year it should get sorted out. It's not bad.
I was going to say, where did you qualify in the end as well?
I got P9 at the end. So, yeah.
I was going to say, very well done. It's a big grid, isn't it, here, the Junior Maxes?
Yeah, it's quite big for Junior X30 and the Junior Rotax.
Yeah, my bad, yeah, Junior X30. I couldn't hear you with the drills over the top of it, to be fair, before. Is there anything you'd like to give a shout out to? Any mechanics, hit box, back right, or any of the team, any family members you want to give a shout out to before you get racing?
Yeah. My family have been supporting me all the way through this. Got to say, they're all ALT for me being here. Jade Engines.
Fantastic.
Karting F. It's fine. So
Okay, well, fantastic.
I'll save that to the end if I win.
Yeah, no, well, I was about to wrap up and head out anyway, so is there anything you want to say?
No, I'm good.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much, mate. Good luck for the upcoming races.
I'm going to have a quick chat with Alessandro back here.
Oh yeah, go for it.
So let's have a little chat with him. He's getting
what
suited and booted and ready to go, aren't you, Alessandro? Alessandro, how are you doing this? I'm going to have a little seat next to you if that's okay. How are you doing this morning?
Good.
Doing good? You ready and raring to go?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did qualifying go for you yesterday?
Good. Yeah.
You nicely placed in the order for the race? Lovely stuff. Now, can you remind me, what's your full name and which class do you race in?
I'm Alessandro, and I race for I'm in Water Swift.
Water Swifts. Okay, so you're obviously new for this year for Whilton Mill Kart Club. How are you finding the engine? Is it good?
Yeah.
How was round one for you? Did that all go well? Were you here for round one?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Where did you come in the final?
I don't remember, but yeah. Yesterday I improved 7 seconds, 8.
Nice. You're smashing it, mate. Okay, well, good luck for today, and thank you for having a chat with me.
Yeah.
See you later. Thanks, mate. Well, there we go. Thank you, sir. Alessandro, getting ready to go.
Absolutely, yeah.
A man of few words, but he's locked and loaded and ready for the racing.
He's focused,
Exactly.
John. He doesn't need us shoving
He
a
doesn't
microphone
need to talk to me, silly old commentator. Right, I'll let you go first,
through the sliding doors.
and then we'll close this up.
I was going to say, some drivers just let their driving do the talking for them.
Exactly.
Don't they? They don't need to do all this media rubbish.
Alessandro's too cool for school.
Exactly.
He doesn't need words. He can talk with his pace.
With his race results, that's where it matters, isn't it?
Exactly.
Now, we're coming through the paddock. We've gone through all the big fancy awnings, and sort of towards the end of it is where we find the sort of more
Lad and dads.
Yeah, exactly. Out the back of the trailer and a pop-up awning and all that sort of thing. Where
Exactly.
a bacon bap and a Red Bull is all the fuel you need for the day.
Oh yes.
As you know, I just had a sausage bap as we were literally. I wolfed it down before we had to record this. Probably that's why I might have ketchup around my mouth. But I saw a driver just in front of me. All he did was went up, ordered a Lucozade Sport and a Red Bull, and downed it there and then. It was 20
We've got
to
a while.
9 in
We've
the
got a
morning.
while. I want to check in here. Yeah, 20 to 9 in the morning. That's a bit early for a full Red Bull. Especially to down it. Oh my goodness.
It's brave work, isn't it? Let's have a look at CRG.
Look in here. It's Spencer. Haha. Excuse me, Spencer.
Get yourself in
Can I
there.
have a chat with you, mate? Will that be alright? We're looking at the stats, are we, this morning? We've got the camera already in here. Sorry, we've just sort of chucked this on you, haven't we? How are you doing this morning? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. You?
Feeling good? Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good, thank you. You're the first person to ask. I appreciate that. Got the little Tommy top on as well. Looking fashionable. Feeling fast.
Getting there slowly, yeah.
I'm right in thinking you changed classes for this year, haven't you?
Senior Rotax this year, so...
Because you were very fast in the juniors last year, weren't you? How have you found that sort of change moving up into the seniors?
It's not a massive difference, to be fair, compared. The seniors just, it's got a bit more mid. It just, as soon as it gets to a certain amount of revs, it just kicks in and then goes. It's a bit nicer, better tyre as well. The tyres are much grippier, more fun to drive.
Good. Okay. Well, that's always the best thing. Now, How are you finding the competition compared from juniors to seniors?
It's good. It's very competitive. Like last month was extremely competitive. Very hard, but fair racing. It's enjoyable. I mean, I think the juniors was a bit more cutthroat in terms of on and off, but the seniors is more enjoyable to race because it's harder. But it's a bit fairer.
Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. How did round 1 go for you last month?
Qualifying was brilliant. We put it P3 on a very strong grid, but started P2 in our heats. Not the best heats, dropped back a bit, struggled to find it on Sunday, but overall it was a positive weekend for the first weekend in the senior. So yeah.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, mate. How are you feeling about the slightly damp conditions this morning? Are you excited about that, or are you a bit nervous?
Yeah, I'm always a fan of the wet. I like the wet.
Okay.
The wet's always really fun to drive in, but if you ignore the fact that you get wet and cold, it's always fun. But we'll just have to see how it goes.
The racing will keep you warm, I'm sure.
Yeah, you kind of forget that you're cold when you're on track because you're so focused.
So focused on taking the win.
Yeah, but we'll have to see how it goes.
Perfect, mate. Thank you for chatting with me and good luck. Cheers. Cheers, Spencer. There we go then. Thank you
I
very
thought
much.
I'd let you take that 10
Thanks,
solo,
mate.
to be honest.
I appreciate that.
I thought we'd wander this way slightly because,
Let's do it.
as the camera gets panned around for us, because actually, as you were chatting in there, I went and had a little look at a spy left and right down here, and I sort of noticed that one tent sort of stood out to me, which is obviously the Praga tent, which is down there. Now, Praga has got a lot of popularity recently. It is on social media and stuff like that, haven't they, for their sort of driver program in their Praga race car. But obviously they've got a karting team as well.
Yes, indeed. Of course, a lot of people probably first learned of Praga through Jimmy Broadbent.
Well, exactly.
And now it's just gotten more and more well known.
So, and they've got fancy sliding doors as well.
And
they've got
said, no, you can't come
sliding
in.
doors.
You can't come in.
I'm going in.
No, you're not. Try the other one.
They've locked it. Do they not want the driver time? Yeah, there we go. We're going in Zipcart. Yeah.
Zip can't want us. That
Can
is
you
so
imagine?
funny. I can't believe that. Right, go on then. In you go.
I will go in and announce myself. I'm guessing he's about to go out in it. Are you about to head out?
It's a training program.
Awesome.
Very quickly.
Monica, is
Do you
that
want to say a
Monica
quick hello to the
Bolton?
camera and
Yeah.
everything? Anybody you want to give a shout out to? But first of all, what's your name and what car do you Honda Cadet and Micromax. How are you fitting all that in? You're going to be knackered, aren't you? You're able to do it. I love the confidence. How was qualifying in practice with all that's going on there in your head yesterday?
Honda went well getting second, but Micromax not so well, coming 11th.
Is Micromax a new for this year, or is that something you've done before?
So we're just going to be testing for like a little bit.
So you might not be in it for the entire season, but you're thinking you might sort of handle the waters a little bit. Fantastic. And you're about to go out there on circuit, you see you've got the helmet on and everything ready to go. Are the nerves starting to kick in?
You're okay.
Do well.
Well, don't worry. I think the most important thing is you have fun, you learn something. I wouldn't worry about doing overly well just yet. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to before we let you go?
My dad putting the setup in and my mum doing my Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, she's doing Facebook and Instagram and everything like that. Fantastic. Well, congratulations on a successful qualifying yesterday. Good luck for the races. Awesome. Right, brilliant. Anybody else we'd like to have a chat to here at Zipcart since we were ushered in so promptly? Actually, in fact, everybody wants to get past us now, which is not surprising. As soon as we join, everybody wants to leave.
I think they're all getting ready for their sessions.
They are probably all getting ready for their sessions, but I like to be rude and stick a camera in people's faces. So,
Squeeze
can
past.
we have a quick chat whilst you're getting changed and everything? Wet suit on. Are you expecting a fully wet day or just a wet morning? Fantastic. What's your name? What car are you in before we get started? In Minimax. Fantastic. So, when we're talking about going from wet to dry, you're only expecting a wet morning. Who makes that call? Is that going to be you, or is that going to be your mechanic or team boss or anything?
Well, me and Luke and all the mechanics, we all choose between us and we agree on slicks or wet tyres really.
And do you have a look at the races that are going on sort of at all the times? So when you go into lunchtime time or anything like that? Are you looking at the other classes and seeing if they're all slicks or wet?
Yeah, we look at the times and see if the track's back to the usual dry, but if it's not, we'll stay on the wet.
Is it a bit risky? Is it a bit scary having to go into the sort of unknown, maybe going on a damp track, but you've got those slick tyres on? Is that a bit scary, or are you confident enough?
Yeah, I'm so confident, but at the bricks we did slipped in the wet and we won, so hopefully.
Fantastic. Qualifying in practice yesterday, how did you get on?
Second in quali, had a few spins in quali, and practice, yeah, we were at the front, so good day.
Fantastic. Well, good luck for the races. Anybody like to give a shout out to before we let you go? Any friends, family, sponsors, mechanics, or anything like that?
My parents for helping me get here, Zipcar, Earl, Luke, and all my mates, teammates for helping me.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Good luck for the races today, and we'll let you get back to putting your wetsuit on. Fantastic,
Right,
John.
the engines have started. We're going to have a quick chat with Ed over here. Good morning, Ed. How are you? Now, your name's Ed Spain. I believe you're in our mixed grid race, aren't you? Which class are you in? Gotcha. And you were on pole, I think, weren't you? How did you manage to do that? I think it was just an all-natural ability, mate. I think that's all it was. Now, what's the goal for today then? Is it to continue that pole on into a win? Okay. You're just about to go out of your practice session, aren't you now? So, are you excited for these slightly damp conditions, or are you a bit nervous? Okay, so this is just sort of a trial and error sort of thing. Go out there and see how it goes. Okay, nice. I'll take a page out of Jack's book. Anyone you want to shout out before you go out? Fantastic. Well, thank you for speaking to Ed, and good luck in your practice session. Cheers, buddy. Right, there we go.
Fantastic.
On pole in the Honda Cadets.
Yes.
He's flying.
I know, and apparently he won the British Kart Championships for Indoor Cadet last year. This is his first season outdoor racing almost, so very impressive to get pole.
He was just saying about going out in the rain. He's not really sure about what the conditions are going to be.
Doesn't rain indoors.
Exactly. That is the one nice thing about indoor go-karting, is you don't have to deal with changeable conditions.
No.
But Ed giving it a go, and I mean, he smashed it in the dry. Let's see what he can do in the wet.
Oh no, I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. Obviously this is being shown at lunchtime, so you might have already seen the fact that he's probably won 2 races or something like that. But you know what, this is a surprise to us anyway at the moment. All of the cars now,
They're all going.
have decided to vacate the premises.
Are we continuing?
Yeah, we'll vacate one.
Let's go.
Obviously not to Praga though.
No. No, Praga don't
Their
like
door
you,
is
mate.
open all of a sudden.
Well, no, they don't deserve us.
No,
anymore. They don't deserve us.
They
Should
don't
we
want
go
the interviews.
Back up this way?
Let's go this way.
Let's go back up this way.
There's some 2 young drivers here pushing the same cart. I wonder what's going on.
You're going
here.
to dive on them?
I feel like the trolleys are quite hard to manage.
Yeah, that is tough.
2-man job.
Cart looks beautiful though.
I was going to say, it looks very pristine. Go on, give us some effort.
Get it up the hill.
Come on. Set that pole time, come on. Right, they're going into vital motorsport, or they're attempting to anyway. Let's have a look and see if we've got any more lad-dad style out the back of the awning, out the back of the floor focus.
We've got a couple of people over here. We can try and squeeze through.
I think John's just going to roam through.
The scenic route. I've spotted a mechanic, and we haven't chatted to a mechanic yet, so I thought, why not?
Mechanics never like chatting to us, do they?
Good morning, sir. Do you mind if I have a quick chat with you? Would that be all right? Literally 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Now, who's this gentleman behind you?
Alan Tomlinson.
What class are you racing in?
I am Whilton Swift.
Swift, of course, a new engine for this year. How are you finding that?
That's a learning curve for us. We weren't actually planning to go that way this year. We were hoping to stay with the Gazelle, but so far, yeah, we're enjoying it. Yeah.
How did I'll speak to you actually if you're okay with that. How did yesterday go for you on track?
It was okay. So the first practice it just didn't start, but it was the rest of the day was all right.
Okay, good. And qualifying as well. How did that go?
Not too well, but we did better than we hoped. We're hoping, yeah.
Okay, good. And are you excited for the wet conditions or a little bit nervous?
Excited.
Excited. Yeah, you like the wet conditions?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So on for the win today then?
Yeah.
Nice. I like to hear that. Right, well, good luck, mate. Thanks for chatting with me. Cheers, guys.
You know, one thing I like about wet weather racing, John, it's furry tyres.
Oh, the
Look at
furry
that.
tyres.
Something satisfying. I won't touch his car too much because obviously it might go annoyed at me. But there's something satisfying as we're about to get run over by another car, number 154 on the road taxes by the looks of it.
Yes.
nice to always chat to sort of a different level of motorsport. But I mean, that's very inclusive for the Whilton Mill Kart Club, isn't it? We have obviously the likes of Birrell and CRG and Varga and Zipcar, XYZ. But then we've obviously got this sort of area of the paddock where you do have the motorhomes and the sort of trailers and stuff like that, which is very cool.
It's nice to see the open inclusivity. You don't need to be going with a huge team. You can go out and do it yourself.
Exactly.
So,
as we've seen, some of the cars now being pushed past. I think we've got about 5 minutes left to be fair, so let's go and have a chat. We've got some people on our right-hand side here. Just having a look and seeing if there's any drivers. We do have a driver here, actually. He is quickly working on his car. Do you mind having a chat to us while you do it? Fantastic. First of all, what's your name? What car are you racing in?
I am Sam Cook. I'm driving in Senior Road Tax, and I'm in a Fernando Alonso car.
Fantastic, and it looks rather dapper, I must say. Tell us what exactly you're doing here, because obviously you're doing something with stub axles or something along those lines.
I am trying to change the width on the front, I'm dropping everything everywhere.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like I'm distracting you, and unfortunately I don't really care. I'm going to carry on talking to you anyway. So you're sort of changing the setup. Is that because you turned up today, looked at the track and thought, oh damn, we've got to do something?
Exactly that, really. Yeah, just trying to change the setup to give me more grip and suit the wet weather, really.
Oh, fantastic. Obviously some brand new tyres on the back there, looking very nice and furry. What else are you doing to the kart?
We're trying to make sure the rear is illegal, so the wheel...
Illegal or legal?
Legal.
Thank God we clarified that.
Yeah, the wheels are so far inside the pods, and we're trying to get them outside. So...
to make it legal?
Yeah, they're a bit fussy over that, so...
Yes, they are fussy with the rules, these scrutineers, aren't they? Damn. Very quickly, obviously, we've just been chatting about sort of different setups. We've got the likes of Birrell and the other kart teams and everything like that here, but it's a bit of a different setup that you've got going on here. Is this because this is sort of what karting really is? It's about sort of almost, I'm not sure if it's lad and dad, but if it's sort of mechanic and everything like that, it's sort of that camaraderie that you get in this aspect.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Fair enough then. I was going to say, fair enough. Well, good luck for the racing for the rest of the weekend, and hopefully we'll see you in a couple of weeks' time in the next round as well. Thanks very much. Enjoy.
The question is his face going to be looking like this after the race?
Yeah, that's the question, isn't
Hopefully.
it?
We hope so. Good luck, mate. Cheers.
Right.
Got a couple of minutes left.
Couple of minutes.
We'll continue walking and chatting.
I was going to say, the karts are starting to go out on circuit.
Yes.
It is for practice. That's why we're not in the commentary box. We're not just messing up our job, don't worry.
No.
It's always good to go out and practice, because as we said a lot over the course of this Paddock Show, yesterday was dry, today wet weather. 3 minutes or 3 laps or whatever they get.
It's not very much.
Feel like much, does it?
It's not very much, but it is vital to be getting up to speed with the conditions. Hopefully, we think it's going to dry up reasonably over the day. It might start raining again soon. We're not really sure. It's British weather. It could really do anything. But it's vital to get that time on track, just to try and get used to the conditions as best as possible before you then immediately go into race conditions.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at the boot.
It's looking a bit
It's
wet.
slippery.
Yeah.
You have to be cautious.
Just a little bit slippery. A couple of drivers flying through there now, and we're getting some wave. He's waving at you. I think you should go and speak to him.
Who's waving at me?
The gentleman behind the car who's now not looking at you anymore. With the
I'm going to
glasses
go
on.
wave at him. Anybody like to have a quick chat for the cameras? It's good for publicity. Hint, hint. Fantastic. Names and karts.
He's Lucas Ellinger.
Lucas, you fancy introducing yourself?
Yeah, I'm Lucas Ellinger, JDR driver, 45 this weekend.
Fantastic. And yourself?
I'm Harry Maynard. I'm in Senior X30 and I'm on the
Brilliant. So the 2 cars here, are they all set up and ready to go? It's getting a bit crunch time now at the last minute.
Yeah, one of the last groups out, so just sort of taking the drill. We've got everything set up, just snap the wets up.
Fair enough. Lucas, obviously watched him quite a lot last year, very dominant in a lot of performances that we commentated on, but new weather, new conditions, new sort of opponents and everything, are you confident?
Yeah, I'm feeling the same as I did last year, hoping to go out confidently, take the win hopefully.
Fantastic. And what other series are you doing this year? Because obviously we all know that in karting, a lot of people don't just always focus on one series. Some people do. Some people in the British Kart Championships and maybe other club rounds and stuff. What's the plan for you two?
This year I'm going to be competing in this again. I'm going to be doing UKC and I'm going to be doing all the British one-off rounds. So like the overlay, kart masters, all that kind of stuff.
All the special events sort of thing. I call them special events. And yourself?
Well, I'm doing pretty much just here. I'm doing Forest Edge as well. Forest Edge International.
I always used to love Forest Edge. I've only ever been there like once or twice.
Silly.
I was going to say, it was proper grassroots when I was there. I'm guessing it's improved a little bit more.
It's still the same, to be honest. No, but it'll be good because we're doing that in road tax, so we're just doing a bit of both.
Fantastic. Always getting an extra experience then. Mechanics working hard on the car. Are we confident with the setups? Are we confident with the day?
Yeah, that's over MS. I'm actually racing with this, so I've just come over for a chat.
Oh, have you just come over?
This one's over there.
Oh, right. Oh, well. No, I'm confused then. Well, okay, I'll ask you then, since we're in this order. Confident, setups, everything like that?
Yeah, so, I mean, we'll see what we got through that. I don't know. Well, he's saying no, so I'll take that as a no. I've not got any confidence.
Fantastic. Before we let you two go, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to, i.e. the man you've just assaulted?
Well, my dad, first of all, the man who's responsible for if I'm slow and also responsible for fast. Ian, Lewis, Jamie, the dog that I don't have.
Okay, yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, Roger the dog, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, exactly. Anybody for yourself?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you just for being here. MS Car helped me get out, JDR non-stop helps me get out onto the track to do this. Without either of them I wouldn't be able to do it. RKV helped me as well, quite a lot. S-Sport helped me all through last year, got me to the championship. And now this year I've got Time Racing Engines helping me, which is good. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations on what I'm sure will be a brilliant day. It's going out at lunchtime, so I've no idea whether you've done well or not. But congratulations if you have.
I also forgot to say thank you to Energy for making a decent part. So there you go. I did say my mum. So
fantastic. Thank you very much, guys. Good luck.
Cheers,
for the
guys.
rest of the day.
Right, I think we're about out of time, mate.
Is that about it?
I think that's about it.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
We've had quite a few chats as well, actually.
It's been
today.
good.
It's been successful.
It's been great,
Normally
hasn't
everybody
it?
runs away.
Exactly. Well, we had a bit of that. I mean,
Wow.
Prago was nice to you, mate.
Wow.
I'll give him a hug after this. So
Yeah,
it'll be
I'm not
okay.
shouting
It'll be
him out.
okay.
It's all over the broadcast.
Incredible. But yeah, also, you got to speak to the Lucas Ellingham.
I know.
We had the Lucas Ellingham show last year in the
Didn't even know it was
X30s.
him.
I know. Then, of course, he's in senior road tax, and he's already leading the championship after round one in senior road
Shock.
tax, of course. So interesting to see what he can do out today, especially in the changeable conditions. But as you say, great chats from drivers. As you were doing that interview, I was watching out on circuit. It's absolute chaos out there, mate. It is absolute chaos. So it's sure to be a fantastic morning. Of course, you're watching this at the lunch break. Stay with us for the rest of the afternoon for the finals. They're going to be great. And if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to drop a like on the video as well and subscribe to the Alpha Live YouTube channel. I've been John Ratcliff. He's been Jack Oliphant. We've been chatting to some drivers here at the round 2 of the Fast Start Whilton Mill Kart Club. And we will see you shortly. Thanks for watching.